What up?
Hey guys.
We're currently underway. 8 knots.
It's so beautiful. We're in the middle of the Sulu Sea and we just had the most magical time in the most remote place we've been since probably the Ragged Islands, hey?
Yeah.
So we have Ellie on board, who's our crew, and Forrest, who's actually a bit sick at the moment. So we're one man down, and obviously our 2 kids, Lenny and Darwin, who have been driving us mad. It's really time for us to find some solid land. Now we're heading north and the water just keeps getting clearer and clearer, and we're really excited for Palawan. We're headed to mainland Palawan today, which is 100 nautical miles.
This sun is killing me.
Yeah, but join us for a whole hour this week. These are our favourite kinds of movies to make because we have time to slow down and really chat to you and show you all the little in-between things that goes on.
We work hard on these guys, so watch the whole thing.
Life on the Sulu Sea has been filled with surprises and jaw-dropping beauty. If you caught our previous episode, you'd also have seen the inevitable stress. Our adventure today with you guys begins anchored by a tiny, remote ring of reef. Riley's already managed to feed the family, but our journey here is far from over. We feel completely at home and at ease in this paradise. So let me take you back to yesterday to show you what I mean. Then join us as we sail north to Palawan. We just spent the morning out diving with the kids. We just took them in real shallow, saw some coral, and then Darwin wanted to come back to the boat. So we brought Darwin back to the boat, and then we all went out just a bit deeper. Hop in the water, we see Dogtooth Tuna. And the first one we saw was huge, like a big Dogtooth Tuna. In a school, there was like 6 of them, yeah?
A real fatty.
Riley actually ended up spearing one, but the spear came out, yeah? Didn't go all the way through.
Nah.
So it wasn't able to hook. But there are Dogtooth Tuna, 50 metres from our boat. This moment reminded me of the day Riley speared his first Dogtooth Tuna back in 2016 in the Tuamotus in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Today, the crew and I were hoping for a repeat of that success because if he didn't catch one, we knew we'd never hear the end of it. Spearing a tuna isn't easy. It requires the right gear, proper training, confidence at depth, and even the right time of day. So we were going to move spots today because there's like another island just over there, but it's like, why would we move if the Dogtooth Tuna are right here, 50 metres away from our boat? So we're going to come up with a plan today. Hopefully we can get one. That man's paddling out again.
What's paddling?
Look, the guy in the outrigger. He probably wants some more food. When we first arrived here, we noticed that the tiny island nearby had some fishing huts and 4 people living there. They've come out to our boat a few times now to trade fish for food and water.
This dude needs water, which was what he was asking about yesterday, eh?
Yeah, and I tried translating, but it didn't work. Yeah, and you want some lemon?
No, you got it.
Oh, maybe. Let me look.
This is the cannon. I'm pretty excited. The dude in Antigua made this for me. Really nice guy, Ellie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm just diving into my bag of spearfishing stuff here. And I hope that what I need is in here. Because if you look here, Elena, I don't have a slip tip for this cannon. See how wobbly that is? Like you could probably use that. But what I'm supposed to do is replace that with that. But I'm gonna try, hopefully there's a slip tip in here. We don't have a vise on board, so I've only got these 2 things and we're not strong enough to do it. Really, we need a vise. The other thing that I'm thinking of doing is there's a little groove here. So I'm thinking of just doing a normal cow hitch around there and using it just miraculously, the old headhunter slip tip fits perfectly in there, but this will work with the Dyneema. It's not perfect, it's far from perfect. And then I don't know how to pump up our float. Dogtooth Tuna.
Really? Look at the sky. Wow. See anything? No luck.
No luck.
It's the most pretty sunset. I just wanted to take a second to thank today's sponsor of the video, which is BetterHelp. BetterHelp is who connects you with a licensed therapist, and Riley's probably 10 minutes away from calling his therapist to talk about these damn tuna that he did not get. So let's talk about mental health and the fact that worldwide 1 in 8 people are suffering with a mental disorder of some kind. And over the years we've done a bunch of medical courses, and on one of those courses we actually learned that the #1 health problem on board boats in particular is actually that, people suffering with their mental health. So just a little reminder to check in with yourself and your crew and make sure everyone is doing okay. And we've definitely been through the motions out here ourselves, and we can highly recommend having a therapist. Doing regular therapy is amazing. It really just takes the edges off some of those traumatic experiences and emotions that we feel out here. And even when things are great, it's so valuable to have a therapist by your side, continuing to motivate you, help you set goals. I've recently found a love for that. And just someone to listen and give unbiased advice. So it's so easy to get started. You just have to go to their site. You can actually use our link, betterhelp.com/sailing. I'll pop the link in the description box below as well. And you just answer a few simple questions to get started. It takes no time at all. And the cool part about BetterHelp is you're usually matched with a therapist specific to your needs within 48 hours. And if you want to switch therapists down the line, that's free of charge to do so, and it's just with the tap of a button. And yeah, online therapy is so convenient because we're able to do it out here, so it's a lot less daunting and a lot cheaper than in-office therapy, which we really love, and the scheduling flexibility is pretty awesome too. So you can do online therapy on your computer, from your phone, via video or voice call, messaging or chat, just whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. So if you would like to let BetterHelp connect you with a licensed therapist, someone who's there to support you and hold space for you, you can head to betterhelp.com/sailing and you'll receive a special discount on your first month. I'll pop that link in the description box below as well. Thanks guys. How's the fish?
It's delicious. So good I'm eating it with a spoon.
We can't find any forks. You'd think he'd get sick of this game. We play it every night when we make Riley and Darwin's bed, but he never does. You love this game, don't you?
So it was 3:30 when I started moving all the spearfishing gear from the back there into the tender so we could get ready to leave. The wind had swung, which meant that our anchorage was pretty uncomfortable. So I was just like, I was awake and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna start my day. The two navionics displays don't agree with each other, so the one on my phone is more accurate. It said that we were anchored where we were anchored, and the other one is like just causing me enough pause that I'm like very worried about where we actually are navigationally. The outside BNG screen isn't working, so that one's blank, so I need to come inside to check my depth. And as you can hear that alarm, the vessel that's been maydaying us. These guys have been pinging mayday calls at us every 20 seconds for the last hour. So very likely it's military or Coast Guard or some combination of that. Mayday is not something that they should be sending out. It's very strange. He's just come into this little area here, this fishing ground, and he's pinging us with maydays again. I've half a mind to motor over there and throw him a message in a bottle or something. Morning, mate. That is such a beautiful shot. How'd you sleep, dude?
Pretty good. Just copped a bit of a splash of water to the face. No
Just
better way
then?
to wake up, yeah. But no, it's nice to see the sky like it is now. It's beautiful.
feel that pull now. You can see this ama is now out of the water. So the wind is much, you're not going to be able to hear me. The ama is up, which means we go fast. Elena's had a bit of a tough morning.
Yeah, I can't wake up. It's not that tough. I'm alright.
Well, we left at 3:30, so it's not easy. Elena came out like extremely disoriented after she helped me pull up the anchor and then went to try and go back to sleep. She came up completely disoriented and I was like, just try and get some sleep. We've been pushing really hard. So yesterday we went spearfishing 3 times. I was like hell bent on getting a dogtooth. So Elena just came with me. We both for sure had sunstroke. And then the days before that, we've done 100 miles in a day, and then before that we did 100 miles upwind in a day, like beating into 22 knots. I've been fatigued at times, and Elena is today, so.
Too much fun. So it is. Oh. Darwin, how are you today?
Yes.
Yeah? What are you building?
I'm building a fast boat the whole world. An ambulance fast boat.
Very cool.
An ambulance fast boat.
Yeah.
Hey Lenny, what are you building?
Mommy, fast boat.
It's a steering wheel. Okay.
Mommy, and this one is a fast
I know, you told me.
And an ambulance fast jeep boat.
How are you today, Ellie?
Yeah, feeling good.
Good.
Ready to get back to civilization, I think. But it's been nice.
I just came down to stick another roll of film and I have a stack of rolls. I cannot wait to get developed. It really is like Christmas. I think that's a big reason why I love film photography, because you can never remember what photos you took. But yeah, a few of you were asking what film cameras I have. The first ones I got was this one here, the Nikon AF600, is it 600? Yeah. And the Konica Auto S2. This one's a little bit more difficult to use. You really have to get the focus right. Da, 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 da. I got the Contax T3, which is all the rage right now. And I can't wait to see what comes out of it. Ellie and I were ready to head back to civilization, even if just for a bit. We'd been getting creative in the galley. It had been a month since our last visit to a proper supermarket and supplies were running low, but having to be resourceful is also fun. We heard Puerto Princesa was a big port where we would check into the country and have access to everything from hairdressers to fancy restaurants. But as we neared the halfway point today, the weather started to shift.
That's one of our first major wind lines. So this is a really interesting situation. I've got I'm not going to call it a squall, I'm going to call it a rain cloud directly in front of me and over here. The one over here is bigger and I'm not worried about, but like making plans as to what I would do if the wind went from 10 to 20 to 30 and potentially above that. The answer is, and because we're on a boat that sails so well, I'm just going to drop the whole main and go downwind a little bit with the head sail until we get out of trouble, and then I'll come back on course, hoist the main, and we'll be back because we'll still make good ground with the head sail, and yeah, that's the plan.
I've just been trying to nap, but I've just come outside and he's completely missed it. It's over there. Check it. Yeehaw! This boat really does outrun storms.
This was a ball. It's just got up to 14 knots true wind speed now, but we had 10 the whole time, and I just kept it on a beam. We just clipped the tail edge of that one, which gave us enough room to miss this one, and we've just stayed on course. Were I asleep, I probably wouldn't have noticed anything.
Yeah. Lenny, what have you been eating? Yeah, okay. That's more like it. The chia seed pudding / overnight oats, which was actually not overnight, more like 6 hours. So much better than the lunch we had. Riley demanded we buy him some millet, or millet as we're calling it, because it's like high protein or something. So he demanded it without even trying it. So now we have all these packets of millet, and I cooked it for the first time today because we're running low on everything. And honestly tasted like prison food. I stuck some soy sauce on it, but that was not a vibe. And the wind has really picked up because it's rounding the whole of Palawan, just rounding the coast, so the wind speeds up. So we're going quite quickly right now. Can't believe we've nearly done it. Didn't get attacked by pirates, got a fish. A little bit fatigued, don't know why. Forrest is still sick, but I'd say that was a really successful mission. And we can't wait to see Palawan. Ellie and I were just Googling some hikes and stuff, and it looks so mountainous and green just here. I knew Palawan was going to be mountainous and green, but not this far south. Really, really excited. In the past week alone, it feels like we've experienced more than most people do. In an entire holiday season, the sense of achievement on board was palpable, with the crew high-fiving like dorks often, and ending each night with a "I love you." Since leaving Sipadan dive site, we've been pushing our boat upwind day after day, finding the safest, most comfortable spots, whilst also trying to see a bit more of Borneo before moving on to a new country. We're constantly impressed by our trimaran's performance and eagerly anticipate the next sail.
This screen's still broken, so we're just coming in on the iPhone. We got 16 or 18 knots just forward of a beam. Coming in, it's going to die down behind this island. Put the sails away, drop the hook, and then sneak into town for some dinner. It doesn't look very appealing in there on Google Maps, but we'll go and see what we can find.
We made it. Not quite to Puerto Princesa, but to a quiet anchorage nearby. Palawan is known for its rugged coastlines filled with dense coconut trees. In this moment, it all started to sink in. We had 2 whole months to cruise the Philippines before sailing further north to Japan. A friend also messaged us about searching for Yamashita's gold, adding even more excitement to the evening. Actually, I'd love to hear from any treasure hunters out there in the comments. Could there really be mountains of gold still hidden in the Philippines?
Okay, careful because there's a big drop down there. Look down the side. Yeah, you're gonna play up this end. What do you think?
Move your head around a bit. It's kind of cool. A little bit weird.
It's definitely weird.
Kind of cool though. Cowboy?
Oh my god. Holy shit, I was not expecting that. Wow.
Ellie's turn. She probably wouldn't even notice. I didn't even notice. Ellie.
What? That is not a good look.
He looks rough, doesn't he?
You look like full bogan.
Yeah. Now are you ready to sail, mate?
Yeah,
You ready to go?
I am.
Like a pit bull's butthole.
Sail at night in a lot of places in Asia because here there's just casually gigantic bamboo sticks sticking out of the water. We're in 25 meters of water, so I don't know how they're even sticking into the mud, but anyway, gigantic bamboo poles everywhere that we're currently navigating.
Nice dodging skills, I have to say.
Thanks. And I've also done some research just on Puerto Princesa. We really want to go out for dinner tonight, but it's a special Philippines holiday. So some hours, it says some hours vary. So we'll be lucky to get in anywhere tonight, I have a feeling. It's already 5 p.m. though, and we've still got 10 nautical miles to go. We're going about six knots. So yeah, we'll be there in a couple of hours. We're just coming into
Puerto Princesa.
We're just coming into Puerto Princesa now, and it's the biggest port we've been into on this boat. Yeah. So yeah, we weren't really sure what to expect. There's not a lot of traffic. We've seen a couple of ferries, some container ships, a scuba dive expedition boat, which was cool. And the mountains over there, the sun just set behind the mountains, and there was all these like different shades of grey.
How many shades of grey?
50 at least. What's
Write in the comments what this is from. Hey, Peter man. That's gonna be the worst impression. But if you get that with my chin strap, is that a chin strap? With my beard, put it in the comments.
I have to say now, you really look like a porn star, hey?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we get some comments from you guys being like, Riley looks like a porn star with his moustache.
Oh.
Now, I actually agree with you with this. Don't know how I feel about it yet.
You finished your schoolwork?
No.
Oh, it's the game. Oh, Candy Crush.
I had a little search on Google Maps earlier, and it looks like there's some really cool places to stay up in these mountains. And I'm really feeling like I need a mountain trip. I've spent a lot of time around water recently. I need some trees and some animals again. Hey baby Darwin, how you going? Good?
Elayna. I like that.
Okay, wait.
Too fast. It was a bit fast for us. Maybe we'll get it tomorrow, Darwin.
Was it too fast, Mommy?
Is that the photo of me and Elayna?
No way.
No, it's all three of us with
It's the serious expressions on your faces as well.
I want to.
Ellie's wearing a beautiful dress. Darwin's putting a shirt on for the first time in
Looking
ages.
good. You want to do a dance?
An effort.
Yeah. Show us your best dance, Darwin.
Okay.
Do some gymnastics. Great.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Great. Alright, let's have fun.
Are you okay?
Socks are already wet. Check this out. Yeah. Good job, Lenny.
Do what I
It's funny, isn't it, Darwin?
Trust myself doing that with this phone in my hands.
Boys, can we have your life jackets, please?
Alright, you're good?
Look, the doggy chased us. Ow!
Lenny. Oh, you alright?
I'm okay.
Oh, you're tough, Darwin.
I'm so done.
Yeah, come here, mate. Come here.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I know. Come here.
I forgot to film us getting dinner, but how was it, everyone?
Amazing. Just what we needed.
So good.
So many calories. Needing it.
Ow.
Filling up with water.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So a lot of you have been asking how we get fresh drinking water on the boat, and we just wanted to say thank you to Spectra Water Makers who hooked us up with the Newport 700C, and that is how we've been getting our fresh drinking water this whole time. We don't fill up at marinas or anything like that. The water is literally sucked in from the ocean. For those of you who don't know how a water maker works, it is pretty bizarre how it works actually. It sucks in the seawater. There's a high pressure membrane that like forces water to a point where the salt separates from the fresh, and we have the cleanest, nicest tasting water on board. Like, it's actually my favorite water. When I go on land and I taste the tap water, I'm like, this is just full of chlorine, and I can taste how clean our water is. So yeah, it's a sick bit of equipment, and if you guys reach out to them, they could help you find a water maker that's best for your boat, or like if you're living off grid, it's also a good idea to grab a water maker too. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use. Our water maker lives down here.
You have to move a lot of boxes.
Yeah, there's a lot of food down here at the moment, but I just want to show you where it lives. Behind the pasta. We'll get a great B-roll shot of it, what it looks like without the stuff here. But this is our Newport 700, and we don't actually have to ever touch it down here. It's just this little home. Okay, so here is the high pressure membrane. All right, that's the high pressure membrane. That's the filter, yeah, Riley?
Yeah.
And then the base. I don't know what this is for. What is this for?
Unscrewing the filters.
Don't let Lenny see this because he's gonna want to play with it for sure. So Spectra water makers actually manufacture the most simple, energy efficient, and most importantly, quiet water makers in the world. You can barely hear when it's on. So the Spectra Connect is where this water maker really shines, because all I have to do is tap a button and it's gonna fill my tank for me. I'll show you where it is. All right, so this is where our Spectra Connect lives. Watch this. Let's go menu, and then start, and then fill tank. That is honestly how easy it is. Yeah, we love that we can operate and monitor our water maker from a remote device, and it has added features like the fill tank mode, which I just spoke about, and a customizable auto run mode. And that's just the very basics of what you're actually able to do with this thing, and it's all so automatic. And yeah, we've had no issues with it so far. It's definitely one of the most important and best bits of equipment we have on the boat. So yeah, we're super grateful it's such high quality. I'm definitely gonna leave you with their website and a contact below if you wanted to reach out.
Well, I would just say that a lot of the comfort that we have on board is derived from fresh water and makes us autonomous, or fairly autonomous, and it's good to have fresh water on board.
Do you remember when we got really sick from the water in Colombia, from filling up from the marina water? And we all had the for like a week?
Say that again, Forrest.
Just like the whole time in Borneo, and since we got in the Philippines, haven't seen like one other boat, like no other cruisers. And then to just like, we arrived last night in the dark, and then we wake up this morning and it's just an anchorage full of cruisers from all over the world.
It's
like,
a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's laundry day, and we also need to go to the supermarket this morning. The kids are very excited. They're like, supermarket, supermarket. Okay, what's happened, Foz?
So I'm just like pulling everything from every corner of the boat apart to pack to head home, and I just thought it was kind of funny what I've come across. I've got a few coconuts that I've hidden. You never know when the rations are going to get low. You've hidden your chocolate. I've got a few coconuts stashed away. And then yeah, when I was pulling my bag from under Ellie's bed, there's like this much water and just so much stuff. Like we've put all extra stuff under there that's just sitting submerged in water. So it's a bit of a bummer. We can hear the pump for the fresh
tank.
water going every now and then without anyone using it. So maybe it's like leaking a little bit from there. Or
Maybe that's the culprit. It's none of us that are using too much water.
Yeah, true. We've got our excuse now. Oh, there's a light in there as well.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that does not look good. Damn it.
See you, bro. Thanks for everything.
Thank you. Amazing trip again.
Oh, that's so good.
When are you coming back?
See, actually...
I'm dropping me off. Anyway.
Yeah, Ellie the dinghy driver.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thanks, I'm upgraded.
Yeah. See you later.
Love you, Foz.
Love you guys.
Thanks, you're the best. We're gonna miss you.
It's a little bit cool tuk-tuk.
Forrest managed to squeeze in one last thrilling trip to the arcade and a bit of shopping with us before he had to catch his taxi. We're going to miss you, Forrest. Thanks for being the exceptional human that you are.
So we have been here in Puerto Princesa for probably 5 or 6 days now. Looking back, we really needed a rest. We did several 100-mile days, not necessarily in a row, but yeah, it just really took it out of us. And then the diving, when we did 3 dives in a day and then left at 3 a.m. the next morning. I think we were somewhere near here and I was like, babe, I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
So we have got a little bit of rest here, which we don't normally get to do. So that's just been fantastic. Whilst we've been doing that, Elayna and Ellie have also provisioned. I filled up with diesel, which was a mission, believe me.
We didn't film any of it, did we?
Nah, we were resting.
Yeah.
The thing about the Philippines and a lot of Southeast Asia is there's just not good information. The charts aren't necessarily accurate. It's not the Wild West, but it's headed in that direction. So a lot of it is word of mouth. And I met the guys on this boat over here called Kate.
New addition. What does everyone think? Anyway, sorry, yep, you met the guys
The
on
Ratty's
Kate.
here to stay. Met the guys over here on Kate, and they've been sailing in the area for a while, and they're really lovely people. Good, solid human beings that have done a lot of sailing, and everything that they said I found to be very good information. So stuff about shipping stuff in and out, which is very difficult. Just life on a boat is just so much different to being on land. So they've been unbelievably helpful. We went through there's a whole bunch of different anchorages up the way, and they're like, this one's got good holding, this one's a little bit deep, this one's beautiful and not to be missed, you can do this in this part, and that information is just not around. Be careful, this is a bad stretch of water. So that was super handy. Yeah, Forrest is gone, so he actually went to China before he went home, but yeah, he's been a bit sick, so we're wishing him all the best in his convalescence.
He's in China on business right now.
The tremendous lover. But actually, Elayna, I briefly mentioned to you, but I didn't really go into too many details about when I went on board Kate. The dude was like, full disclosure, like, I know your sailing blog. And I was like, cool, man. as some of the older people tend to refer to it as. I was like, yep, no worries. He goes, but I'm not up to speed at the moment. Like, I haven't seen anything in a while. I'm like, it's fine, dude. Like, everything's fine. That's cool. And he goes, I just want to ask you a question, if that's okay. How do you do it? I was like, oh, what exactly do you mean there? He's like, how do you do it, man? It's hard enough just keeping the boat safe and getting stuff shipped to the boat. Like, how do you have the 2 kids on board, it's a new boat, and then you've got all of the captaining and anchorages and bad weather and all of the miscellaneous stuff that happens when you're sailing, not necessarily around the world, but just anywhere, living on a boat, and then the YouTube channel. And I was like, yeah, we run pretty hot sometimes, mate. And but yeah, that was really good to be able to hear from someone that really and truly understands what Elayna and I are doing, and have him just acknowledge it. I don't know. I felt seen, as you would say, Elayna.
Yeah.
Bon voyage!
Bon voyage, see you later. Don't forget to take the tip off, mate.
Yeah. And then hit number 1. Head sail come out.
Motor sailing today to charge up the batteries. We're also making some water, and what Riley was supposed to tell you earlier, but he got a little sidetracked in a good way, was that we're actually sailing around the corner to this place called Honda Bay that our friends from the Anchorage said we cannot miss. Like, it's stunning. I've looked at Google Images, it's bright blue water. So although I didn't get my mission into the mountains to be around trees and animals like I said I wanted to, but we will actually have one more crew member joining us in a few few days. We're going back to pick him up. It's Tom. You might have seen him. Actually, no, you haven't. He's our wonderful friend from England. He's super talented. He has a production company, actually. So he's going to be sailing with us for a few weeks. And then after Tom, we actually have our friends Jack and Fran, who you've seen a bunch. They've sailed with us in the Bahamas. We went and visited them in Western Australia. And they're actually going to come and meet us, and we're going to go on a big spearfishing mission. We're going to be busy for a while here in the Philippines. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, yeah.
Ellie and I just took the dinghy to the beach. Riley and Lenny are going to swim from the boat. And I kid you not, there's like maybe 5 or 10 starfish just here in the shallow water. Like, I can't believe my eyes. Oh my goodness. Look. How are you today, Ellie? I haven't filmed you today, really.
Yeah, really good. It's nice to soak in for a swim now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been nice. Nice being on back in the water, going for a sail.
Cool.
Swimming.
And some swimming.
And some splash.
Just come back to the boat, made some iced coffees. The kids are doing some Khan Academy. And it's playtime for the adults outside. We're just sailing with the head sail right now, hooning to our next island where it's more protected, and we're going to stay for the night.
I'm just giving Ellie a bit of a crash course, so we're just looking at the navigation and what we're seeing there, and then comparing it to what we're seeing in real life. We're doing 6 to 6.5 knots in 13 knots, true wind at now 54 degrees, which is beyond, it's just, I don't know, I'm completely speechless.
Yeah.
You forgot to explain.
That feels so wrong. That just feels so wrong. We lost our chain.
So we've been going around with 40 metres of chain, which terminates there. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's obviously we should have 60 metres of road there. So I forgot about it. I guess Rapido forgot about it. Everyone's sort of, it's one of those things. But as sailors will know, it's like one of the first things that you should do.
For the non-sailors, what does that mean? Like normal terms?
Yeah, okay, so you've got an anchor. We've got 40 metres of anchor chain, but you need more, especially it's 20 metres here, which means your anchor is sort of like that. And if the wind blows, which it will, it'll just drag your anchor. The catenary is what digs the anchor into the ground. So you need a length of anchor chain on the sea floor to attach the anchor to get it to dig. We're in 20 metres and we've only got 40 metres of chain, which is like ridiculous. It's 2 to 1.
Yeah.
You need 7 to 1, but in 20 metres, 4 to 1 is probably perfectly fine. So Elena already knows this, but for the
Paw Patrol in full force.
But for the benefit of the audience, so we've just let the chain go off the windlass, and that was so that we could have the very end of the chain onto the bridle. Now, that means that if we had to re-anchor in the middle of the night in a squall, it would make it difficult. So what we would need to do is for Elena to drive forwards up over, and then I have to reef up on the line that I've got there, which has the end of the chain on it, and get that onto the windlass, and then take a bit of tension on the windlass
would be hectic
without losing my finger. No,
yeah.
We'd be alright. realise that that was the ocean right there.
Yeah, it's a very thin piece of land. There's water. Just over there is the sea. Found the nicest bit of coral. This is staying on the boat. I have to dry it out outside. Hopefully it doesn't smell too bad. We actually got a bunch of food from this vegetarian, was it vegan or vegetarian cafe?
I think it was vegan.
And we've been eating it for days now, so it's been so nice to not have to cook so much. And it's delicious. Ah, the luxury.
It's been great knowing that I can cook.
Shut up.
And then when you close it, just use your hands. Where's the cut?
Hey,
Where's the cut, Daddy?
there is no cut. You're not bleeding.
Roses in the sky, okay? Like that.
Oh, good night.
Good night.
We're all so exhausted. This feels so good.
Good night, monster.
Good night, Poopy Coo.
Why?
Darwin, back in bed, mate.
Morning. Cheers.
Good morning.
I'm not even at your bed.
Are you itchy, darling?
Yeah, let me drink it. It's still itchy again. See, Mommy?
He's just swimming by the rope, isn't he? By the bridle.
We still had some fish in the freezer, but not much. We were curious to see if the Philippines would be overfished. Days started slipping by and kind of started to lose meaning as we explored more islands around this beautiful bay area, each as stunning as the last.
I had to open this window so a square of light goes on my face, otherwise it's blowing out back here and you can't see me. So we're putting in a big effort for you guys. Give us a thumbs up. We've been sailing around here. This is Honda Bay. It's just north of Puerto Princesa. We're going to go back and pick up Tom in a minute. And then Jack and Fran are coming. So we're really looking forward to that. As soon as I saw the Dogtooth Tuna in the middle of the Sulu Sea, I sent them a message saying, I've seen a Dogtooth Tuna and I haven't been able to get rid of my erection ever since.
So
You must both come immediately, post haste.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, what do you feel like?
I want some pancake.
Pretty much.
Right. Okay, that's perfect, thanks. Are you hungry, Lenny?
Yes.
How's your pancakes, Lenny?
Good. What about that one?
How's your pancakes?
It's really yummy.
Good.
I'm in bed.
Are you a bit stuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little bit scared to jump down on the net
Well, how did you get up there?
by myself. I
Yeah.
would hold on to this about the the black wall.
Yeah.
Then I climb out real fast. Then I'm a little scared to jump down up the net.
Yeah, that always happens, hey? You always climb up, but then you can't get down. And you need help. Okay.
Catch me, yo.
I got you.
So we're leaving our anchorage that we left ourselves kind of snookered in. So Ellie is going to, what are you going to do?
Put it in forwards when you say forwards and neutral when you say neutral.
Exactly. So this is a new thing for you?
Yes.
Are you freaking out?
No, I'm feeling confident.
Just be easy on the...
Okay, I'm quite heavy-handed, so
Yeah.
I'll make a mental note.
Okay. And what Elena and I are going to do is, as Ellie goes in forwards, we're going to manually pull in the bridle to shorten that, shorten that, shorten that, which will then give us enough chain that we can grab hold of the chain and put it on the windlass, and then we should be fine. I think. I hope there's enough. We can make adjustments anyway. Did it go through the hole?
No, I mean, it's a big black hole. We got to feed it through with our hand. This difficult process we're about to tackle is what Riley said we'll be right about a few days ago. The wind picked up just as we wanted to leave this morning, and now we had to reattach the anchor chain to the windlass with a lot of pressure on our boat.
You should be able to pull a lot there.
We cannot wait to receive our anchor rode in the mail in a couple of weeks, so we'll never have to do this again. Okay, there's our chain. We've got to get it through here. Feed it through. Get it in there.
Neutral! Did that go down? No.
My oh my, it is good to see you, dearest anchor. It's been a while. We got you back. That was a mission. We really need this anchor rode. Raining. So we're just tacking out of our harbour. This is the last big harbour we're going to see for a very long time, which is exciting, also a little bit frightening because we're just hoping we got everything yesterday, but we feel pretty good. We're ready to go off-grid with Tom, who arrived last night. He's just helming at the moment, having the time of his life. And our other friends, Jack and Fran, we're going to go out to these islands and hopefully finally fill the freezer with some fish. And there is some wind and we're flying. It's really fun. Okay, take two. How are we, Tom?
Pretty good, actually.
So you can be pointing a lot higher here.
Getting my sea legs, getting lessons from Riley.
How fast are we going?
Going about 10 knots, just above.
Okay, that's good there. Straighten up there. Because the wind's wrapped around the coast,
Yeah.
so you can edge up higher and higher and higher.
Okay.
Now you're not too high, come back a bit.
What are you two cuties up to?
Doing some schooling.
Yeah. How you going, Lenny?
How you going, Lenny?
What are you learning?
Concentrating.
Okay. I'm gonna shut this hatch before something happens. Okay. Our voyage further up the coast had begun. We'd be on our own again, likely the only sailboat in any bay. Tom was here to help us with a project for SeaPeople app, but we also wanted to make sure that he experienced the beauty of what was around us and he learned a little bit more about sailing while he was with us too. We just got to the beach and the tide is so abnormally low. We've never seen it this low around these islands. And the no-see-ums are out. So we're gonna go for a walk just to, well, to move the body for one, but also move faster so that the no-see-ums can't get us. Riley stayed on the boat just to tidy some lines and do some man stuff. It sounded like. We're going to the beach. He's like, I've got lots of stuff to do. It's gonna be a nice sunset, but geez, it's so hot right now, hey? This is the stillest afternoon.
Yeah, I was gonna go to after and up.
Check out this shell.
It's a plane for you, Mommy.
I've just found the prettiest shell.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Look at it.
Got your present.
I'll trade you? Thanks, baby. Sand dollar?
What's this?
Ow.
Sand dollar.
This or this?
That.
It's a sand dollar.
Sand dollar.
Sand dollar, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, thanks,
It's so
baby.
fragile as well.
Yeah, they are.
But that is a good find, Elena.
I know, I gotta keep it.
I didn't find anything. Look on, look on.
We kind of just got kicked off this beach, but we're not totally mad about it because the bugs are really starting to bite. Yes, baby.
I just dropped this spawning one into the water, but now Thomas gets for safety.
Okay, that's great, baby. So he is staying at the research centre. He said he's been there for 10 days and then he goes back to where we just were, Puerto Princesa, for 4 days break. And they do research on the mangroves here, which Tom and I were just talking about, and also the coral reef. There's like a coral reef just past the weeds here. Some fun facts about the mangroves, Tom. Go.
Well, mangroves are supposed to hold, well, they act as like a carbon sink. Whereas here, there is a lot of jungle, but apparently mangroves are far superior to holding and sequestering carbon. So it's nice that we met these guys, because we were literally just saying how it'd be cool to find out what the deal is with mangroves in the Philippines. This is like a restricted island where people aren't allowed to come because they're protecting the mangroves. That's crazy.
Yeah, so we just got booted off.
Quite right.
For the mangroves, it's all good.
For the mangroves.
These are the mangroves back here, everyone. You're not nude, are you?
I am.
Oh shit, sorry. Lenny, can you whistle? Can nearly see up your skirt there, darling.
Like this, Mommy? Like
Give
this?
the people what they want, babe.
What ropes did you tidy up while we were at the beach?
Both mainsail halyards, the furling line for the Jenica, miscellaneous Lenny ropes, 2 fender ropes that have been used for odd jobs around the place, the line that was left over from the tender. I think that's about it.
Okay, a lot of ropes.
I want to do
Rope dancer.
something.
That's gonna be a sport, hey? So good.
What are you reading?
I'm reading The Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane. It was recommended by a friend. I've got 7 hours remaining of 10 hours. It's a long novel about a girl living in China. It's based in the 1970s. And yeah, it's like historically correct. So
Love those.
it's crazy.
Con Eagleton does 2 series of them, Emperor and Conqueror, which I read as a kid that were amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you prefer
Yeah,
chicken, beef,
Beef.
beef? So,
See, look at this. This is what happens when you've got food in the freezer.
yeah, this is great, I can't lie.
Would you like the chicken or the beef?
Let's have beef tonight.
Beef? Alright.
Beef.
Yeah.
Beef it is.
So tell everyone.
No.
No?
Are you going to ask me about the
What have you... Yeah.
disaster with the food?
Oh, no, I actually wasn't. I was just going to get you to... Riley's been upset for like 24 hours because he tried to pull off a cute surprise. Do you want to tell him or me?
You tell them because it's funny.
Okay, so like days leading up to yesterday when we went to provision the boat, I could hear Riley and Ellie whispering. There was some surprise. And I really did a good job of not tuning in. Like, usually I'm super snoopy, but I was like, I'm going to leave this to be a surprise. Like, cool. I love surprises. And then the day came, Riley took me in the dinghy to town. And
Provisioning here is a nightmare. So it takes 2 full days to properly provision. So, and Elena dreads that. On the tuk-tuks. So I was trying to say it because she works extremely hard, and I just wanted to save her that. And so I put a lot of thought, effort and research into a pre-provision so that food would arrive in boxes for us.
On the dock.
On the dock.
But, okay, so he took me to the dock for my big surprise. I'm thinking like a box full of chocolates, or like, I didn't really know.
You thought someone might be arriving.
Yeah, I thought it was a person as well, a special guest. Yeah, so we got to the dock and a Gojek driver arrives.
So he's smoking. There's a half-empty box.
And he literally passes me a huge jumbo size of toilet paper, like a whole pack of toilet paper, like 20, more than 24, like that was big.
There's one
and
heavy box and a bok choy.
And a bunch of bok choy.
And I was like, surprise! I was so mad.
I was surprised that my surprise was toilet paper. But yeah, anyway, it did help what Riley and Ellie pulled off. They got a lot of provisions.
No, so later we actually got food to arrive. So pre-cooked things of meat that we can just, it's frozen and then you put it in a pot and you cook it and then you can just add some rice and
that's what
done.
Ellie's doing tonight.
Otherwise,
so we don't have to cook. We've been cooking so much. It's nice to have like, we've got 7 days.
And using the electric hob, which kills my batteries.
But yeah, we got like 7 days of meals and it's gonna be luxury. You just heard Ellie. She's like, you want the beef? What you want tonight? We're having the beef. Topsy-turvy puts the stamp when he sends a letter to somebody, which really...
And that's the train to go fast and flat.
He's got to get out the way, doesn't he? Which really isn't all that surprising, is it? Lots of love from our family to yours. We'll see you all next week.